You recording? Okay, so boom.
If I say something cool, I will cut it.
This is how the story goes. I get in his face and I'm like, and mind you, he thinks I'm like someone who's gonna go off emotion. Like he called me a bunch of slurs. I'm like, bro, that doesn't work on me, bro.
But what are you speaking about? I forgot.
I was talking about like, that's a good question. Well,
so funny.
Where did you distracted me again? You set up a camera and I forgot everything.
There's always actually set up the camera. I just forgot it before you here.
I forgot how I got on this.
But this all doesn't matter. Actually,
no, fat white people.
Huh? Fat white people. Actually, I have a good question. Look at you told me that you don't like when people say nigga, right?
Yeah.
Why?
When what type of people say it?
I have no idea. You say you don't like it when people say nigga. Particularly white, right? You mean white?
No, you asked me.
You're half black, right?
How I feel about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm half black. So how I feel about it is people have said it around me. People that weren't black. A lot of Mexicans say it more than black people.
Why you don't like it? Yeah,
Mexicans say it more than black people.
No,
but I want you to understand, it doesn't affect me. I don't.
Yeah,
when someone says it, I don't get offended. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't.
What particularly you don't like about it?
I would have to think about that.
You don't have answer.
I don't have an answer yet.
It's like, for example,
I have to think about it because it's a good question. Like,
absolutely, it's very
I'm
good
not
question.
Because I don't get immediately offended, but I always question, why does this person say it? So my real question is, what
behind?
Yeah, what gets you to a point where you say that word in the first place?
Totally. Like any other word. Like, for example, if you're gonna call me a whore, say it. I'm like, you can say whore, or you can say fucking whore. You know, like, of course, there's also different version of saying whore. Yours, yeah. That is the first point. Second point, like,
so context, right?
Like context, yeah. And the second point is like, does whore insult me or no? Because, like, you know. And here's an example. Before porn, when people call me a slut or a whore, it's always insult me.
Your dog is playing with my foot.
Oh no, you can handle it. So,
don't let me distract you.
Oh, fucking bastard. And what have you been saying? I forgot. It's so easy to forget. What have you been saying? You heard and since I started,
yeah.
You need help or
so
what?
Slut was the word?
Yeah, it's still, when I started to do porn, it turns out that it's a compliment for the porn actress.
Of course. Of course.
And it's changed the game. So, and now it's no more insulting me. So it's kind of, but I also find out that there is a Sveta and there is a Sasha. Sasha is my second personality who is a porn actress. So she's a slut and she's a whore. Sveta, it's me. She's a geek. She's not a whore. She like physics, and all that shit. Completely two different.
So DID.
No, I don't know what.
Just mild DID. You like to compartmentalize your personalities because they're very polar.
Yeah, probably.
They're polarized. It's either hot or cold with you, right?
Probably.
So you're a very polarized person. So because you're so polarized, you're forced to do that. Because if there's a middle ground, people are going to get very confused with you.
I need to. I try to get on the middle. That's what I'm trying to do now.
Right, same. Because I'm polarizing too. This is something about when you are a polarizing person.
It's a balance. You need to find a balance.
When you are, I'm so serious. I have like 4 of them. There's a nerd. I'm so serious, and they all have names. I'm so serious. But growing up, I had imaginary friends, so it's normal for me. Like you know how we have imaginary friends, but I was just always curious why everyone in the family knew my imaginary friends' names and shit. Because I named them, and because I'm not, like, me personally, I would remember that growing up, but how did everyone in the family know all the names? That means I must have had to go tell everybody.
Probably.
So I grew up and I remember the names, so I'm like, okay, that's like 4 different imaginary friends that I had.
Do you really see them?
No.
Because
it's just a concept as a kid, and what I think it was.
Imaginary friend.
I think I was just lonely.
I never have a friend.
I think I was fucking lonely because I was the middle child, and I think we get neglected in ways. And I think
8 kids in your family, you're saying?
And I'm the 4th.
White mother and a black father.
Yes, biracial.
Biracial. what does it mean?
Two races, biracial.
Yeah, mixed race. Yeah, mixed.
But go on. I'm listening to your story still.
Yeah. So why the slut and whore is no more insulting me? Because I also kind of accepted that part of myself, my second personality.
The acceptance.
Yeah. So maybe when black people will accept that they are.
I think they partially have accepted it because white people say it in the songs of the concerts and no one stands up and says, kick all the white people out who just said the N-word. No one really stands on business when it comes to that. Black people don't stand on business when it comes to that because we let the Mexicans say it. We let, I've seen it happen. I've seen black people just let the Mexicans say it.
Bro, I just want to say that you can't put a veto on some words. You're not a god. You can't put veto. You know what is veto? It's when you can't say some words. You just can't do it. It's just a word. It's just a word. It's just a word.
Is it?
It's just a word. It's just a few letters. I'm new generation. I don't really know about the history of America, how people were suffering during the wars, slavery and all this. And at the same time, we all been suffering in some way in our lives. Not everybody. Some fat white American, yeah. But people from the hood. What the problem if people from the hood also say nigga? Like Mexican or like me or some.
Their excuse is
from the same hood.
Their excuse is that they're just as black because they're not white. See how it's polarized? See how it's a polarized thing? Because I'm not. But
you just tells me to take you the like equal, but why you don't take me equal? What the fuck?
But at the same time, have you said that around someone and they fucked you up?
Yeah, they canceled me because I say nigga.
Oh, so you've been canceled for that?
Yeah, porn community canceled me and I use it in the funny reels.
So you see
as a comedian, and I use it even as a comedian, And when they start to go crazy about it, okay, I was like, fuck it, nigga.
That's probably not the smartest thing to do.
I don't care, it's right. No. Actually, first I'm apologized. And then my friends called me and say, you can't capitulate. You can't capitulate. Never, ever. Because I capitulate, this didn't bring me any benefits.
So would you say this then? Would you say that you were in the dark about the impact that would have?
Sorry?
Would you say that you didn't understand the severity of that word? Or would you say you never understood the severity of that word? It's very big.
In Russia, it's
a very big word here in America, and we don't fuck around with it.
Yeah, but maybe you guys just let it go.
No, here's the thing. If you hear it said in the streets, it's like, damn. My first instinct is, why are they using that word?
Bro, but you always tell me the same. Every black dude tell me the same. It's have big impact for us. Then why you keep singing it every single fucking rap song? I love rap music. I keep listening non-stop in my car. I am a baby. I'm a human being. I'm learning what I heard. And I drive in my car every day. I look at Instagram of Cardi B. I'm a nigga. And it's getting inside my head. And I'm like, okay. If people around me say, I respect you. I love black people. I got them respect you. And if the one that I respect say nigga, which means I also can say nigga,
See, that's cognitive bias though. Because just because you're around someone and a black person respects you does not give you the right to say that word.
But why? You can't say.
We can talk this out. Let's work through it. We can work through that. Do you want to work through that?
Please.
Okay, well, first thing you have to understand is what happened during slavery.
I check. Of course, I was very interested why everybody mad of me.
Lynching, KKK.
I watched this movie with black and white. How it's called? With black actor, very cool one, black and white, where it's about the slavery time, with Will Smith. Did you watch this movie? So good. How he's surviving.
Maybe I saw it.
Okay. But then why do you say it yourself? If you don't like this word, why you say it yourself?
No, don't get me wrong. I said it doesn't offend me. Because
for example, not you.
Because here's the thing, I don't give a fuck what you say because I live my own life. So if it doesn't offend me that you said it to me.
But you just told me before that you don't like it.
Of course. Yeah. That means it's a preference. That means if I'm around you, I don't want you saying that around me, around black people. or around really me, because you're making me look bad now.
No,
Because that means I didn't let you know the severity of that word. Because if it's just you,
there's too much in the word. Maybe
just
we
you
just
and
put
me,
too much in the word.
You might be right, and you have a good point, to the point where like, yo, why can't we stand on business a little harder with that? Because it should be either you can't say it at all, not in your rap songs.
Nobody.
Right? That's what you would think, right?
Like Nazi, some bad, very bad.
Right, but here's the thing.
For sure, German don't like if I will call them Nazi.
Let me put you on though. With hip hop music, this all changed. Hip hop is what changed this, okay? And this is a slow progression.
And actually, maybe that's why I'm okay that people call me whore and slut now, because of the rap music as well. Because they're all bitch.
This is a hip hop thing.
Interesting.
So when rap started to really come out, and everyone started to flock to rap, and rap became the #1 genre in the world.
I love rap. Rap is amazing.
That's when we are either going to stand on business, and we're not going to say that, like, you're not going to stop black people from saying the N-word in their own song, because y'all called us the N-word. So, you know what I'm saying?
But why do you say, why black people say this word? What for? What the purpose?
Do you know?
It's just to say bro?
Well, I don't know, because I'm not out here saying the word like that. It only slips out here and there when I'm around black people.
Why Cardi B always say it? It's just like to say
bro? I don't know if she's black. She might be. I think she's actually like, I don't know. See, I don't have all the answers. I'm not Sway. But
you don't use it.
I use it to a fault. When I'm around my niggas, when I'm around my dogs. Plus, I sing a lot of rap, so I'm already saying it every day, and I'm black.
Okay, I get it.
I'm black.
I get it. Because white people been punishing black people for many years, but it was not me.
Yes, love.
It was not me.
It wasn't you, love.
And it was not nobody from my generation. So maybe we just let it go.
But it shows that you're not aware. It shows that because look, here's the thing. It makes it seem inconsiderate if you just say it around black people, and you just say it, because think about any slur, like. We see black people, let me tell you something. We give a fuck about our culture to a high
like degree. Any other culture, bro.
Yes, but we're American and we're black.
About Russian,
we're American black people. We're a different, like.
Why? What is my
Because America wasn't always like.
Russia, same, bro.
Okay, so you're understanding my point.
There's shit everywhere in the planet. I just want to tell you this. In Thailand, same. In China, same. People go through a revolution and Vietnam War. People in Vietnam, there's shit everywhere on the planet. But, like, I can call Jew a Jew. And I can make fun about a Jew. The Jew always fucked up me with money, we're always saying.
Can you?
Of course I will. Maybe I can.
I don't.
That we come to the next topic. That American, they so easy to touch your soul.
They're sensitive.
So sensitive.
Tell attention. No, it's not really that America's sensitive. We just started becoming sensitive.
Maybe we're gonna finish to get sensitive.
Because America just started being pussy. Just started being
No, now we have a Trump. Maybe things gonna change.
You might be right.
Today I saw one Polish dude on the street and he I told him you're the MAGA fan. It was so cool. So there was 2 homeless and they was just sitting on a place where they're not supposed to sit. And it's not a police guy, security guy from the building. And he's like, get fuck out of here, faster, get your fucking shit and they're like, yeah. Like, and I'm like, but you. And I say, oh my God, bro, so cool attitude. I mean, like, because they've been like, why you don't respect a human being? And he's like, get fuck out of this property. It doesn't belong. Like, he's been like a MAGA style, don't give a shit. Because MAGA style. Because they've been kind of trespassing, they trying to fake it like they parking.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're already here for 20 minutes, just get them packing your goddamn bags, get your shit out of here. And I was like, oh, so cool. So because now the president is kind of asshole, like I'm a badass in a good way, which gives the people kind of freedom to be more hard. more harder, like, and we just all become more harder, and Democrats will also become more harder, and nobody's gonna get traumatized because what other people say shit, and we're all gonna concentrate on our own lives and making money and becoming famous. Happy.
Expose yourself. You want to be famous.
I am famous, bro.
Of course. Tell me about that. Tell me about that life, unless you don't want to.
I got famous very fast in 3 months.
Talk about that, but you want to. We can talk about
just ask me a question, I tell you.
Okay. I don't know where to fucking start. I don't know where to start with that. You might need to just tell me your best story.
No, you want to say like that. What is the best story? Best story. There's no
Okay.
best story.
Okay. There's no best. Okay, what did you fucking learn? I'll just ask that.
From
what
porn?
the fuck did you learn
From
for
porn?
real?
From
Yes.
porn? Oh, a lot, bro.
Just break it down to 3 things.
I can write a book, and I will.
And you'll give me a discount or what? You send it to me for free when you write it?
As soon as you become a porn actors, there's so many dudes go slide to your DM.
Of course.
And you can see all them scene, yeah?
Scene? Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
You see all them scene, and always they duplicate themselves, there's like just 10 versions and it's always the same. They want the same or they say the same.
They say the same things?
First it's and they all NPC, there's this and that. But they also, you see them scene and you understand that.
Wait, put me on. What are you saying? Scene?
Scene.
Like you see them.
You can see the scene of that particular human being.
The sin.
Depends what he...
S-I-N?
Yeah.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, that's what I say. Malloy, I hate to. Mama trying to speak English, bro. No, get it. You get it? Yeah, and... So it's open to eyes on the man's. Who is the man? Because it's always kind of a question, woman and man from 2 different universes. Sometimes we speak different languages. And because I like science and I always try to find an answer to everything. And it's become to me like an experiment of trying to get who is the man is. And because I have so many experience with the men in my life, because before porn I was a whore in Europe and in the Middle East and in Asia, everywhere on the planet. So I just have so much database. I always say I have so much database. So
You're
it's
lucky. You're so lucky that you have a database.
Yeah, collected to all, and it's just like some particular behavior, and I'm already know the answer, like which type of personality
That's
is
a
it.
good fucking plan.
Yeah, that's what I grabbed.
I'm the same way.
That's what I took from this job.
And
that was a question.
So what did you learn about what a man is?
No, it's not about it. There's a different type of, actually 9 different.
Archetypes?
Yeah, no, characters in the Matrix.
Characters in the Matrix.
Yes, archetypes. No, characters in the Matrix. And and that's it. But you don't even need to know all the 9 characters. I mean, like, it's more like, because it's one theory of the Matrix, right? It's just making things easier now. But sometimes this application doesn't work, when I need to check which number you are. Sometimes the program doesn't work, and I'm like, fucking Matrix wants to me figure it out by myself. Okay, another, okay, let's do it. And I'm like reading you everything, all your movements, all what you say. It's just, I don't even know why I'm doing it. It's kind of a way of protection. Yeah, kind of way of protection. Just.
I know what it is. I can see it. I feel what you're saying. You're talking, but I'm feeling what you're saying. I'm not just hearing what you're saying.
Because you don't listen. I have a question to you. What do you think? you don't, for example, you don't understand me because I don't want you to be, you don't understand me because I don't want to be understandable, or you don't understand me because you don't want to understand me. What do you think, first or the second?
So you said the first one is you don't want to be understandable, and the second one is I don't want to understand you.
Yeah. How is normally go, or is time to time? Because this question in my head for 3 years.
So are you asking me, yo, like?
Not particularly you and
No, yeah. In general, are you asking me like?
It's difficult, yeah, I know.
Are you asking me the reason why there's a disconnect between two people, and you're seeking that out, and you're trying to find out why there's a disconnection between you and someone?
Probably.
And because of that disconnection, you're trying to pin it to the one or the other, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
That's a good question.
Yeah, already 3 years I'm thinking about it. No, two.
That's a good question. Those are some skinny cigarettes.
Yeah, I like this mental skinny cigarette. Because one girl posted on Instagram. She lives in India, and she's very Hindu religion. So she made this post. People don't understand you because you don't want to be understandable. And I'm like, oh, very Buddhistic way of the sea, very Buddhistic, Hindu religion, all that meditation shit way of seeing. But then I was like, let me see the normal way of seeing the situation. Because normally people say, you don't fucking understand because you don't fucking try to understand, you don't fucking listen to me, right? Right. So now I'm trying to find which version is like more correct, the normal way or more.
I think what you're getting to is going a lot into the two characters that you mentioned, because it's very polar, it's polarized, it's binary, it's code, it's ones and zeros, right?
Yeah,
so you're still trying to find the middle ground. You see how you're still on the same mission?
Yeah, so
you're trying to find out, because I feel like
no, I'm not on the same. No, I try to find it's one or it's zero.
No, but that's the thing.
There's no.
Is it ever
it's a one
or
zero
the other, or is it a mixture of both?
No, yeah, there's always one and a zero in the same time. Yeah, it's in the same time, and one and zero.
So like,
depends on the
I would have to think about that. I can't just answer that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe sometimes like that, sometimes like this, right? Depends of the two people.
But me personally, if I tell you me personally, I try to understand people, but I stop trying to understand when I feel like I know. Does that make sense?
Of course, absolutely. Why to understand it?
I stop trying to understand when I feel like, okay, I have enough tells to know.
But you never have enough, bro. What are you speaking about?
But like you said, there's a database. So it depends on how big your database is. And I talk about this a lot. It's like I'm trying to build my database. I'm trying to answer the same question you're trying to answer. Like if someone's committed to not understanding you, as the therapist would say, this person's committed to misunderstanding you. It's probably because they don't understand themselves. That's what I've learned. Because once you understand yourself, you're now going to put in the work to understand somebody else.
Maybe good.
When I started working on myself, I started to realize, oh shit, like yo, let me try and understand my dad more. I had to go get information.
Of course, you have to start with yourself.
I had to understand.
You have to start with yourself,
exactly.
Always.
I had to start with me, but it started with me, and then I was like, I have to understand what my dad was doing. I have to get information. So I flew to Florida, and that's exactly what I did. And I feel like us as a species, we're all trying to figure that shit out. We're all trying to figure out why somebody could be committed to misunderstanding us. But you have to understand how cognitive dissonance means. You know what that means? Cognitive dissonance?
Cognitive dissonance, yes.
Oh, it's Latin, so it's
it's
everywhere. So like, I was talking to my mom. This is such a good point.
I don't actually know what is cognitive dissonance. Tell me.
Okay, it's basically like this.
My mother uses it sometimes.
I'll put it like this. Cognitive dissonance is when... Cognitive dissonance is an actual like phenomenon, as we would call it. We would call it a phenomenon because it's just something
People
that happens.
People call me phenomenon.
It's just something that happens.
Okay. People always call me phenomenal.
So I guess you're just something that happened. Because you're a phenomenon. No, so basically, I've seen this play out with my mother when I talk to her. So I'm like, Mom, like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example of a conversation I had with my mom.
So perfect.
She was like, we were driving to Florida, and she was, she was really just putting someone down in the street, just a random person. I don't know what she said, but it was like, she said something very like, she said something very derogatory to a random stranger, like mean. She was just being mean for no reason.
Okay.
And I was like,
bro, do you want an ice cream?
You
want something?
Do you have something, coconut water or something?
No, I don't.
You have water?
I used to have a coconut water.
Anything to drink, I'll drink.
Anything to drink? Okay. You keep telling me your story. Coconut water can be good. Yeah, I should get coconut water. Good order.
So,
your mother, Florida.
Yeah. So my mom says something like...
So you're 25 years old, yeah? You're so young, bro.
I know. I feel old though.
Me too. People, when people tell me like, don't worry, you're not old, you're just as old as you feel. I'm like, I feel 7. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So my mom, she said something mean to a random stranger.
Okay.
I can't remember what she said, but I was like, Mom, like, you're claiming Christian. You're claiming to be a Christian, but you're over here like Jesus wouldn't have said that. You know what happened to the children in the Bible when they made fun of Eli's bald head?
You know that God does not allow us to say, oh my God. You know that we can't say.
Yeah, it's like a curse.
Yeah, it's not in the purpose. You can't use it in the everyday language.
Wow. So
I just wrote it in the Bible. I was like.
So basically, cognitive dissonance. My mom had a lot of it because it's almost a perfect like reflection of what you're trying to express. Like it's when you know something, but because of all the data that you already are attached to, you can't accept their ideas because they're new, and it doesn't line up with what you feel. You're dissonant. You're choosing to not look at something. You're choosing to misunderstand. You see?
Maybe a problem where
like she was choosing to misunderstand what I was saying. I was like, Mom, you know what I'm trying to say, but you're blind to it, and you're blind to it, and that's why you get triggered when I talk about it.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah.
So like you're triggered.
But it's just impossible. You knock, nobody answer. I try so many times. When people are blind, they're blind, just no matter what.
That's what cognitive dissonance is.
They on cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, they're blind to what they're doing.
Cognitive dissonance.
They're literally blind to what they're doing.
Yeah. I've been like that.
You've been like that?
Yes.
We've all been like that.
Yeah, but that's that's why it's easy for me now see it on other people because I've been on them shoes.
You know what we have to do now, right? We have to do the poison swap.
No, we don't. Well, okay, no problem. No problem, bro. But I know that we're gonna.
Swap.
Oh wait, we know that we're gonna do poison swap. I knew it.
Oh, you knew it. It's caught on camera. No.
Funny.
What if I just?
Don't worry, bro. Not me. Actually, I had one dude in this apartment. I was worried that he poisoned my water. I don't know. I just wake up one day and I heard God saying in my head, "Don't drink water." And I'm like, "Bro, I listen to you. All the water go in the garbage. Durdash, new water." Yeah. I don't have evidence, but we never know. Yeah. We never know what people are ready to do, actually. People so evil. People so evil. Most of the people, they evil. They have evil inside, live inside them.
Very true. Why do you think that is?
Because the evil is so powerful, and not everyone can.
Not everyone can integrate their shadow. Not everyone can use the evil for power,
for the
right power. Because you have to integrate that, right?
Oh, interesting way of thinking. I never even think this way. Yeah, but if I think deeply, you're right.
I found that out early in life. Actually, I'm lying. I didn't. I found that out recently. Who am I kidding? It's something you have to consistently learn.
Why you don't work as a photographer anymore? Why are you laughing? What? Tell me.
You really want to know?
Don't even think about the camera.
You really want to know?
Forgot about it.
Huh?
Don't even think about the camera.
Camera?
Yeah, I forgot about it. That's why I turned it for don't even think about it. Cause then
my brother stole my camera when I flew out to help my dying father. And he sold it for chump change to pay for money for him and his girl and whatever phone he was trying to get. And I didn't learn about it until I was on the Uber back to my spot, and he told me. And that's why we're estranged right now, and that's why we don't talk, because he stole my equipment.
But you don't have money to buy other equipment. What's the problem? If someone stole my high heels, I go to buy another high heels. That's it. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Not so easy peasy with me. He stole the camera that was given to me by my boss.
Okay.
It was worth over $5,000.
You have a boss?
I had a boss.
You had a boss.
John Moss, LOL. He's a comedian. And he hired me on some nepotism shit to be his photographer. And he gave me that. That camera was gifted to me. I didn't pay a dime for that camera because I was working for this man. So when he stole my camera, he sold it with the SD card in it already. So there's work on the camera.
Your brother?
My own brother, my blood brother, my
older
brother that I love to death.
I mean, like, okay, I don't even want to go deep on that shit. Yeah. I don't like all this family shit. That's why I don't have family.
That just threw me in a loop. That threw me in a very, like...
For how long? How long this loop?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know what it was, but it made me just stop doing photography. Like,
how long?
It turned me off to photography after that. Because like I had to explain to my boss what happened, and then my brother had to come and explain what the fuck he did. And
your brother come to the boss and explain what he did, and he pay him back?
Nope, he didn't pay him back.
Oh, I don't want to go to deep to the place. This is family, America, and all this crap. It's just like what?
So it was an emotional damage, and it was a business. It was a terrible business move on his part. What the fuck he was thinking? He might have been on drugs. I don't
want to go there. I don't want to go there. Let's change the point.
That's why I asked you if you really wanted to know. You say yeah.
Yeah, it's just like stupid American crap. Seriously, who do that shit? In Russia, we don't do that shit. I'm like, steal things from your brother. How old are you? Fucking 4. I mean, like, you know that that's actually we have to get them work to get shit, you know,
that's what I said.
The love is so expensive and
I
it's so tough.
I guess he thought that because it was a gift to me that he could just do what he wanted because it wasn't his and I didn't buy it.
Oh my god, so
yeah. That's that.